We have a strong aspiration to continue to grow the business. We've seen a fantastic first half of this year. As you mentioned, with the merger and also a proven track record in Southeast Asia, I think there's a massive opportunity there. What we're seeing right now, digital banking continues to be a strong focus for us and also for the economy. As we look to Southeast Asia, both the regulators, government, and the industry is pushing harder on digitization and financial inclusion. We see WeLab prone to capture the opportunity because we are an early starter, having our first digital bank in Hong Kong since 2019, plus having a second digital bank showing such a strong track record in the first 6 months, achieving 1 million customers. What we're looking at is how do we export these technology know-how to multiple and additional markets so that we can accumulate this space and serve more and more customers.
You started out with a lending business, WeLend, and as we continue to track the Chinese economy, little clues like the gross merchandise value from the 618 shopping festival seeing its first decline in annual sales. Can you tell us, of the, 60 million users that use your WeLend services, has there been any loan defaults or delinquencies?
Yes, we do see that there's a softer consumer spend, and also lenders are lending out slightly lower volume than before. I think in general, mainland Hong Kong, we estimate around 20% decline in lending volume. Consumer delinquencies continue to increase as an industry. What we're seeing right now is probably Hong Kong, the consumer delinquency year on year was up around 60%. Now it's off a pretty low base, okay, 60%. Our volatility is actually much lower. We're up around 10%. Working through the credit cycle is actually what most lenders have to do and perform in order to be a strong financial institution. I think what we're seeing right now for WeLab, at least, our technology and our know-how allow us to minimize the volatility and being able to perform through the cycle. But we do see that there is a tailwind coming. We do see that there's hope in the economy. We do see that it's bottoming out. I think the consumer spend delinquency will slightly improve in the second half of the year.
At WeLend, you guys have been using artificial intelligence for quite some time now. Instant approvals in as fast as 1 second. Now, as we look to NVIDIA and all that's going on in this huge craze, what kind of developments are you doing in artificial intelligence at your business?
This is a very important topic for us as we are processing so many applications, right? Last year, we processed a loan application every 3.8 seconds. You can imagine how many applications we process, right? In addition to using artificial intelligence, machine learning for data analytics, what we have been investigating and investing is actually edge computing. Edge computing utilizes the computing power on your devices, your handphone, your laptop, even your car. Instead of using the processing power on the cloud, you send data to the cloud and process, you actually can process on your phone itself. Now that allows us to do on-device risk management, fraud detection. It's a lot faster, a lot cheaper, and protect the consumer privacy much better because data do not have to send to the cloud. That has been a very important development for us. And this is something that we don't realize how powerful the chipset on your phones are. Since 2017, iPhones and Android phones actually already has GPU and NPU in your phones itself. So we can actually now leverage on that, and we plan to roll out that on our digital banking apps soon in the future and hopefully make it part of our B2B services as well. If you look at the trend of edge computing, in addition to seeing what we do, you have self-driving cars, autonomous vehicles who are already using sensors and processing the road, data environment on the road. You also see Microsoft rolling out Copilot plus PC, which is also bringing a generative AI capability into your laptop and PC through the edge computing technologies.
Now, as you continue to expand into Southeast Asia, Bank Saku, this is quite incredible. 1 million customer sign-ons in just the first 6 months. Talk to us about your growth strategy and your plans for the rest of the region.
Bank Saku is a fantastic story. We've seen that, and we were able to fast-track that because of a lot of the know-how we had in Hong Kong and apply to Indonesia. And we announced 1 million customers a few weeks ago. Today, when we look at the numbers, the portfolio grew by another 10% already. So I think there will be a huge potential. And other Southeast Asian markets, I think what we are looking at is also digital banking technologies or B2B, meaning we can either go in to work with people to set up a bank, or we sell the technology to enable a traditional bank to transform their services. There are still a few opportunities there. There are a lot of inbound as well talking to us because we are one of the few people who have multiple banks, and also that allow us to have a track record. And when we speak with regulators, they can see exactly what we're doing.